Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Tigers taking on the Orlando Sentinels.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Orlando Sentinels and the Chicago Tigers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Copeland. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Davidson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davidson. This one caught by Winslow. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he fires one incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Copeland, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on 2nd down. Davidson looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Davidson flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Up the middle they go. Copeland. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And now back, and they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Off play action. Davidson rolling to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dale. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On play action, they'll throw. And Daniels has it over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Dale. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davidson. It's complete to Turbin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Copeland. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Copeland. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Davidson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Davidson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he stopped immediately there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Copeland. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Davidson. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To throw on 3rd down, Davidson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Cope. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Davidson. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Davidson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Davidson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Caught on a slant. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Off play action. Davidson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Back to throw. Davidson. Under pressure, they got him again. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun. Davidson throwing middle, and it's complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Davidson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Orlando takes back over on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Up the middle they go. Dale, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Throwing to start the drive. Davidson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a give right side. Copeland. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We begin in Charlotte, a good NFC matchup between Seattle and Carolina. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dale.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Is incomplete. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Davidson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Weber.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Dale.
He'll take this to the 46. Now a second down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dale, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll run on first down. Dale, and down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Dale. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Right back to him on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Davidson. And that is caught. It's Winslow.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down. Davidson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
On first down, Copeland. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Tigers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. For his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now a throw here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Over the middle, complete. It's Weber. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to throw. Davidson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Copeland, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Davidson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Dancing to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Copeland. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Davidson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dale. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Butler, complete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest...
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They'll run on first down. Copeland, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Copeland, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on third down, Davidson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the left side. Copeland. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.